Possibly episode 6, I don't know. Just filming a bunch of these at once. I'm gonna splice them all up after and make it seem like it was all in succession.
Big clover.
Damn, buddy, your breath is... You want some Mentos or something? Damn, it stinks. You sure you don't want no Mentos? Or some Banaka? Banaka? Is that how you say it? I don't have none, but I can pick some up. Banaka? Banaka. It's a weird sounding word. Makes me think of... I don't know. I mean, I got some Smarties. I don't know if that's gonna help with your breath. Some Mentos. We was just swimming. Man. I'd be able to look around here, maybe pull out some, I don't know, some nerds maybe. Might help. Let me see. I tell him every night before he go to bed to brush his teeth. Don't smell like he's brushing his teeth every night. I mean, he says he brushes his teeth every night, but I used to pull that one on my parents when I was Bernard's age. He's trying to play me for a fiddle. But now we get inside here. As we get inside here, I want you to do one thing for me. Let's run to the bathroom and start brushing them teeth of yours. Thank you. We'll see if he does it. Bet he doesn't.
Right on my birthday. You didn't get me a present.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, salad mix. Oh, look at this salad mix. That looks divine. I wonder if there's any wild leeks in here. Look at these beauties. What do we got here? Man, I hit the mother load. Look at this beautiful garden. Look at this beautiful tomato plant. Now, my personal growth, personally, which now sounds a bit redundant since I use that word twice, is about stopping and reflecting on the things that are happening, and always on the things I say and my actions. How y'all doing? Jimmy Dixon here, and we're still on the hunt for red clover. I'm gonna hop here on this picnic table, and I'm gonna tell you straight. I think, are my actions beneficial or are they negative? Beneficial in the overall sense where, am I doing good for the overall good of humanity? Because I love our species, because we're all humans. We're all one human family. It don't matter what religion you got. If you eat fish, you eat chicken, or you eat beans, color your skin, color your eyes, we're all the same, really. We are. We experience the same emotions, just through different experiences. And I may feel pain while someone else feels joy. But when I feel joy, I know someone else is feeling pain.
Give me a D, give me an O, give me an N, give me an A, give me an O, give me a D, give me a T, give me an O.
That's how the whole world kind of balances one another. Smart feller, I said it a few times, Alan Watts, that's what he says. All fronts go with backs, all backs go with fronts, insides go with outsides, ups go with downs. There's always a polar opposite of everything. So I know when I'm feeling pain or sadness, what gets me through is I know another one of my fellow human beings out there is feeling extreme joy and elation. That's what keeps me going, because it's not all about me and it's not all about you. It's all about us and our survival and our communal growth towards enlightenment for our species. I mean, we're doing this for our children. That's all we got. We're here to serve others. Ramdas said that himself. That's all we got. By me hoarding things, taking things from other people, I'm only hurting myself in the long run, because this is only one plane of existence. I'm not trying to get spiritual here or religious. I'm just talking about what's the point of doing things if you're not doing them for other people, but just doing them for yourself. That's a lonely way to be. And then when you start thinking that way, you start comparing and making judgments to other people and other things. And then you're just one.
Lock them up. Lock them up. Chop them up. Lock 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 them up.
Excuse me?
What is it?
I don't think I want to yell lock them up anymore. Seems a bit crude and barbaric. Well, feel deep down as a species, in order for us to continue to evolve into our fullest potential, our most ecological and sustainable potential, not only for our children's sake, but for the sake of the planetary survival. I don't know. I guess chanting lock them up seems a bit regressive and backwards.
Seize him!
I can't show weakness. Junior? And then you're just wondering why they're eating all the damn Cheerios, or why they're doing this, or why they're doing that. And well, that person's sneaky. What's that person doing? Oh, that person should be more like me, or should be better, or should be this, or should be that. And then you start to think that your footing, your perspective, your placement on this beautiful planet is the one that everybody should be experiencing, but that's not how it is. That's an individualist kind of perception of things. That's not how it should be. Just my opinion, though. I'm not trying to preach. Wow, what are these? Look at these beautiful shoots coming out. Oh! Mr. Oriole. Oh, we got stinging nettles over there? Let me get a little zoom action on there. Oh. Look at you. Look at that pile. Where? I got you. No, I'm gonna follow you. Where we go? Oh, where we going? You see, that's what this life's all about. Moments like this. You can follow that pollen and be completely thoughtless. And you see, I follow that pollen, and it bring me right here to have a nice Zoom meeting with Mr. Peter Rabbit over there. Hey, Mr. Peter Rabbit, just Mr. Jimmy Dixon over here. Wanted to say hello, though you don't see. You know, I can find a bench. Mr. Rabbit. I've been looking for a bench all day. What's that? On my left? My left? Huh? That's a bench. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. I'm gonna have a seat on this bench and maybe continue what I was saying. Look at you. See, look at this. Now, when you look at these flowers, actually, I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna pollinate them a little bit. Oh man, that's how you pollinate them flowers. And you gotta go and then you come over here real easy when you get in there. Oh, those are petunias. My grandma. Oh man. Oh. All right, here we go, Buzz. Okay, I'll come back to that later. I was on a train of thought. Oh, yeah, back to Mr. Oriole. He was saying, well, I'm going to sit here. Number 25. That's a good number. A good friend of mine, Matt Elvey, used to be a professional hockey player. Spent most of his days out in Fresno. That was his jersey number, 25. ellipses. I'm leaning on something. But yeah, so number 25, that was Matt Elvey's jersey number. I'm gonna honor him by sitting right here by number 25. That's how life works. You gotta take everybody with you. You gotta honor them in certain ways. That's what Mr. Oriole told me. But, oh, here we go. Ain't got no bugs. Man, I'm covered. I don't like that. That's weird. So, as I was saying, man, my head's not even on the camera. Sorry, Elvie, I gotta go. So, as I was saying, so Mr. Oriole says to me when he looks around, sees everything that's happening in America, in the world in general, but he said specifically America, because that's where he is. He's one of them Jersey Orioles. Grandma's garden is filled with love. Now you see that? That's the universe communicating with itself. Me, because I was just over there sniffing those petunias, talking about how that was my grandma's favorite flower, still is. And then I come here and see Grandma's garden's filled with love. It sure is. Oh, look at these beautiful flowers here. Man, I hope I don't lose this footage. I got all kinds of... I'm gonna get in here and pollinate you. Who's a good one? Oh, Peter Rabbit. Oh no, you're Peter Rabbit. There's two Peter Rabbits. Maybe you're a Rachel? Hey, Rachel Rabbit. Oh, I gotta get back in there. It's all about pollinating them flowers. Oh, look at these. Oh, man. Look at these caribou. Oh, Peter Rabbit had to tell me where the bench was. So you gave me the cold shoulder all day. All right, where am I? Back in here with the basil. I'll find a nice shot of some flowers here. Here we go. We get these flowers in here. Hey, Jimmy Dixon here. So Mr. Oriole says to me, I gotta take my short string off for this. He say we live with attachments. We're too attached to the things in the physical world, even ourselves, he says. Place such heavy significance on are just tools to help us to find our own inner purpose. Everybody's got an inner purpose, but in order to figure out what your inner purpose is, Mr. Oriole said you gotta go inside yourself and find it. You're not gonna find it out there. You're not gonna find it at the Ford dealership. You're not gonna find it at the Apple store. Maybe at the apple orchard, but not the glowing cubicle they got in the mall that's just seems like it's beaming with radiation. So we gotta love everybody as much as we love ourselves. Well, two little squirrels playing one another. That's beautiful. Oh, wait. Oh. Maybe they ain't playing. And when you hurt someone, you hurt yourself, because we're all the same consciousness, he said. He made some analogy, and I actually heard Alan Watts make the same analogy. Maybe Mr. Oriole got it from Alan Watts. He said, like this, we come from this planet, like this planet, people's people. Now this is Alan Watts, not me. I'm just regurgitating it the best way I can from how I absorbed it and what Mr. Oriole added to it. But he said, like an apple tree produces apples, this earth produces people and flowers and old ladies and young men and Peter Rabbits and caribou. Garden gnomes, everything. Well, garden gnomes are mostly plastic and synthetic. I'm talking about organic things, so we'll take Mr. Garden Gnome off the... Unless it's Mr. Garden Gnome come to life. But, I mean, someone have to make a wish in order for that to happen. Damn it, stay on track, stay on track, stay on track, stay on track, stay on track. What was I talking about? Oh, is that cat shit? It's because of a system. They were all different apples on the tree. I don't know if I'm making sense. People, look what we found here. This is clover, but this isn't red clover. It's a different kind of clover, but it's similar to what we're looking for. But we're going to continue on our journey, maybe find some more red clover, and I don't know. I'm sure I'm probably going to talk out my thoughts a little more. Sorry if that's getting annoying. All right. So, long story short, I gotta zoom out. Oh, wrong way. You can see all my pimples. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, I'm out here looking for red clover, so we're gonna start doing that now. Yeah. Oh, these look like, here, look at these here. These look like wild chives. Man, there's so many pretty things in here. Look at them flowers. And why can't we just be like that grouping of flowers? Look at all them flowers there. Look at how beautiful they are. See them blue flowers and got a little purple in them, and the white flowers got a little blue in them. The yellow flowers got a little red in them, and that's a beautiful flower right there, just watching all the other beautiful flowers. But look at that. See how they live together? Beautiful like that. Ain't got a halo above them. Why can't we just do that? Be like this garden, put all our trivial differences aside. Mr. Oriole's asking us to do that for the sake of everything else on this planet that we keep killing by polluting the water and polluting the air and poisoning the food. We're leading to our own demise. And not only that, we're taking everything away from our children, and our children's children's probably going to be the last generation, because they're going to be living on pavement. They're going to be making beds out of old plastic, one-time use gift certificates from Walmart and Target and all them other stores. Plastic wrap. See them flowers there? They ain't sucking all the nutrients out of the world to make synthetic products with them for one-time use, because they are not part of the throwaway society. They are actually the true victims of this throwaway society. Our children are going to be too. They're going to take tours down Plastic Mountain, and tour guides are going to point out what each generation used all their resources up on. And then they're going to come back up, and they're going to curse us under their breath. But not too loud, because by then, I believe there will be universal enlightenment. And everybody will be taking responsibility for their own actions then. And they'll be living like this beautiful grouping of flowers. But instead of growing out of soil, they'll probably be growing out of a parking lot. But it will happen, and it can happen. Because out of all this suffering, something good will eventually happen. And people will be like decent to one another, not depending on their own agenda or their own position in the socioeconomic ladder. They're just going to be people. Because people are just people. But really, they're the entire universe experiencing itself through a set of two eyes and a whole lot of emotions that are attached to their predicament on the spinning marble out on the Milky Way. Just waiting to get gobbled up by that hole in the center, only to be born again. Well, I lost my train of thought. Mr. Rory was telling me, oh, look at that. Look at that. Boy, look at that. How can you look at that and want to hate another human being? Is that gonna work? That look weird. Switching up the media, folks. Got my camera going now. And I like the way that looks. Look funny. Look like a little bobblehead Jimmy Dixon behind a toy vehicle driving on some wet roads. But we're going down now to almost said North Carolina, but that's not happening. We're going down to Norman's Kill. Just past the cemetery now. But we're going down to Norman's Kill. Kill is in stream, not as in, well, I don't want to talk about murder. But I got an idea that we might find some down here. Maybe we might get lucky and come across some other things that I might have a bit of knowledge about that I gleaned from other folks like that feller Adam from LearnYourLand.com, or The Outsider, or Yarrow Willard, or there's a couple other fellers too. But I mean, and I do check in with Wikipedia from time to time. I'm not gonna lie, I got nothing to hide, cause I'm still a novice. I ain't even earned my yellow belt yet in foraging, so I'm just out here trying to learn myself all this stuff, but bringing you with me for support, and I appreciate that. But there ain't nobody out here. Rain's probably keeping them away, so I'm gonna keep on going down. There's a nice community garden at the end of this road. I like community gardens. I think it's such a beautiful idea. I used to be a part of one a long time ago, but I had to move. Friends took it over. They did a great job. Yielded a lot of nice stuff. My friend Robin and my friend Chris Pepe, who was in the BMS band you was just listening to, he's the bass player, one of my good buddies. They took care of my spot on the communal garden because I had to leave for a job that I took. That construction job I think I mentioned a few times. But, what do we got over here? Well, that's a bunch of bird-eye brood. That's a bunch of bird-eye brood. Any animals in there? There's usually like an alpaca that hangs out around here. It's strange. I see this alpaca. He hangs out here all the time, but he's always smoking Camels, which is weird to me. Why would an alpaca want to smoke Camels? Figured he'd be like a Marlboro smoker or something. But here's another part of the community garden. It's a stretch here, but that one that I had, man, phew. I mean, it wasn't pumping out 40-pound tomatoes like Clark Griswold's buddy there out in Vegas. But, I mean, it had some peppers that, man, not quite as big as a beach ball. But you'd have to take measurements. Man, it's so wet out here. Oh man, look at that sun beaming through. Man, I gotta tell you, with the sun beaming through those clouds during the rain, it just creates this divine scene. I'm on this gravelly road. I'm shaking all over the place. Oh, is that some wood sorrel? I think I passed some wood sorrel. Maybe we'll go back and check that out later. I seen them! Red clover pulling over. Jimmy, good spot. Finally, we can end this video. Oh, look at this. I'm pulling right by some red clover over here. It's everywhere. You know what? Calm down, Jimmy. Calm down. I'm going to pull over here. It's just a field of red clovers. I didn't even know this was here. This isn't one of them setups like them fishing shows when you see someone just keep catching the fish one after the other and they don't tell you there's a guy with scuba gear underneath the water putting the fish on the hooks and yanking the line, so they bring them in one by one, make it look like they're catching them every cast, which they're not. I ain't do no planting like that. I just had a feeling I'd come out here to Norman's Kill. Maybe it's got something to do with that Oreo. I don't know. Ever since I seen that Oreo, things changed. But, so, I didn't even plan this. I want to get out and show it to you, but it just won't stop raining. I don't care about the rain getting on me. I find it purifying. I got my short string to keep me safe. And this Well, this is my special necklace. I got this on my travels 10 years ago through Thailand. But, all that attachment talk I said earlier, I guess this might be my #1 attachment no, actually, that's a lie. I'll put this away. I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan, and the Buffalo Bills are my greatest attachment. Ever since I was a kid, Thurman Thomas, oh man, he was my favorite player. I always want to be like Thurman Thomas. I want to get the lightning bolt saved in the side everybody was doing at school, but my mother wouldn't let me. Maybe I'm old enough now to do it myself. But when I was going through Thailand, I was going through like a journey. It all started before that, actually, with, well, it's raining here, so might as well get a little deep. Had me what's called an astral projection, an out-of-body experience back 2010. It was January. No, it wasn't January. It was June 30th, 8:58 in the morning. Why did I say January? See, that what happened again. I had June and January both in my head at the same time. I chose January instead of June. But June was the right choice, not January. So I was in June 30th, 8:58 in the morning. I was studying this guy, Ingo Swann, for over a year now. He's considered the Godfather. I just turned on some air to get some fog out of here. That might be kind of loud. I'll turn it off and just sweat it out. But Ingo Swann, now he is the grandfather, well, he's the master of astral projection, controlled outer body experiences where you actually peel out of your physical body and your soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Each section, sector, religion, whatever, everybody calls it something different. I don't matter. I call it astral body because Ingo Swann calls it astral body. But he could do it like snap his fingers. I was studying. There's a certain process you gotta do to get into it. You gotta dress really light, lay on your bed. A lot of it has to do with breathing technique. So it kind of transition me. There, I did it again. I meant to say transition, but I went with transform. Saw both those words in my mind at the same time. Made a wrong choice again. 0 for 2. So I went on this transformation or transition. Which one should I use? I forgot. I'm talking about Ingo Swann or Wim Hof. Oh, well, they're all interrelated, I guess, in a sense, since we all are connected and part of the ecology. But it starts with your breathing. You gotta get nice and calm and clear your head. Lay on the bed, flat, light as a feather, stiff as a board. And just focus on the in-breath. Focus on the out-breath. Jimmy, in-breath. Jimmy, out-breath. Jimmy. You want to dress light. You don't want to let any thoughts come into your mind. If a thought comes into your mind, you just let it go. Ram Dass always says, thoughts are like leaves on the stream. Let them go down the stream. Don't try and hold on to that leaf. So when you get a thought pop into your mind, let it be that leaf on the stream and let it go. Don't attach yourself to it because it's just going to take you with it all the way down the stream. And you don't want to go all the way down the stream because you like where you are. That's your placement. So you do your breathing, letting all the thoughts go, and as you do this, things start to get bright. And I mean really bright. Like a vibrating white bright. Now I get to that point quite a few times that I have. And I get to the point where I try to peel out of my body, usually like jolt out. But I get scared. And as soon as I get that fear back into my body, boom, snap me right out of it. Goodbye Schwartz ring, everything. And I'm on the tip of something that's beautiful. It's what's more to life than a Saab or a Toyota Charger. But, so it's one day, I said June 30th, 8:58 in the morning, back in 2010, my grandfather, oh, it was actually 2011, Jimmy. No, it was 2010. My grandfather passed away and I was having a rough go at it with life. But in that moment, I was working a lot. And in that time, I come back. I was staying at my sister Amy Joy's place on Wood Street in Rochester. I come back after a lot of work and my body was tired. And I laid down on her couch. This is back when I smoked cigarettes. I'm glad I gave those up. Oof, man, it was killing me. Lit me a cigarette, lay down on her couch. All of a sudden I close my eyes. Next thing I know, I'm just in the field of white light. It's for real. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is happening. I've been trying to do this for a year, force myself into it. But it's forcing itself into me now. Let it happen. Next thing I know, I'm on a swing set in that field of white light. And for some reason, an ex-girlfriend of mine that I ain't communicated in years, still don't communicate, haven't communicated, but I gleaned a lot from her in our relationship. I was just too young and immature at the time. She was much more mature than me. That's how things work. But I don't know why she was there, but she come out of the white light and started pushing me on that swing. I feel it in my body, rocking back and forth in my body. I'm like, oh, Jimmy, this is it. Jimmy, this is it. You're going to have an out-of-body experience. You're going to have an astral projection. I told myself to let go. In that moment I let go, she pushed real hard. Shot out of my body. And the only way I can describe it, and it's not even close. You ever play catch when you was a kid with a tennis ball, but you had them mitts, but the mitts were Velcro, and it just kind of stick to it, and you gotta peel it off and throw it back to someone else. That's got a sticky thing, and go back and forth like that. Well, when I came out of my body, it's kind of the best way I can relate the experience to something relatable. But it wasn't like that at all, but close. And in the moment I was consumed by this vibrating, buzzing. I don't even know if the word feeling is right, but I was part of everything that was happening. And the swing set motion shot me out in like a twirling motion all the way up into the ceiling. And as I was doing that, I seen myself laying there with the cigarette on the coffee table in my body, and I was just like, Jesus, Jimmy, you're out of your body. But which Jimmy is this that's communicating to himself if he's out of his body? And I just realized that I'm old Jimmy. Jimmy's all of everything. But it's not Jimmy. Just call it Jimmy as a form of reference. It's everything. I was this buzzing form. It was like a globular form. And I went up in the corner. And this is when my boy Bernard was real young. And I was cage chaining him. Training him, not chaining him. Why did I say chaining? See, I did that again. I took the words, I said train and chain, and I put the two together. I would never chain up Bernard. I was trying to train Bernard. But though he was in a cage, it kind of felt like he was chained. But I had to do it in the beginning because he was eating all the damn shoes. So it was back when I was crate training him, not chaining him. Why would I say chaining him? And I had a blanket over his crate because I wanted him to have his own space without having to look around and, be like, damn, I'm in here because I'm eating all the shoes. So I didn't want him to see the shoes. Next thing I know, I think of him out of my body. And I know it's a cliche, but in the blink of an eye, I was in that crate with him, eye to eye with my boy Bernard. And I think he saw me. I don't know. But then I got scared. I had a feeling that someone might possess my body if I wasn't in it. Just like that, I woke up, lifted up the cigarette off the coffee table right before the ash burned it, popped up to my feet. I was so drained before all that happened because I just started this new job and it was laborious. I said that right. I usually say laborious, but it's laborious. That's the correct terminology. My friend Logan Ferreira would correct me on that. And coincidentally, no, synchronicity or not, he was the first person I called was my buddy Logan Ferreira to explain the situation to him and what just happened to me and how jazzed I was. For a week straight, I was vibrating, I was buzzing. I felt like my feet were 2-inch high heels off the ground. Not like I was wearing high heels, but the depth, length and depth, I did it again. The length of the high heel. Before that, the rain stopped. I'm gonna go out there and red clovers, but let me finish this first. the week leading up to that, I thought I was gonna die. I start this new job, and they didn't think I was strong enough to do the jump, so they had me doing all the manual labor, and they was watching me and having me treat me like a jabroni, really. Having me run cones here, run there, and I catch them laughing at me, but I was getting them big checks. So I really couldn't say nothing, just did it, but I was pretty tired. But after that, everything changed. My whole perspective on life changed. That was my moment. My miracle in my life, I guess. Everybody experiences them, and it's so real to them. And when you try to explain it to someone, like I know you're listening to this and you're gonna be like, oh shoot, Jimmy, this is bonkers. I don't blame you. Because if someone told me a story like that before I had my experience, I'd be pretty skeptical of their intentions. Oh, we got some people here. Maybe they're coming to check out the red clovers too. But everybody has these experiences in their lives that's only relative to them, but it helps them deconstruct everything else that's happening around them. Or maybe construct, I don't know, it depends on your angularity of the situation. But that's when everything changed for me, and I know just because my grandfather died here on this earth don't mean that he's dead forever. We're all energy, the same energy, just chopped up into little bits of human beings for the time being, for the universe to glean the experience of what it's like to be a human being, to have that data, so it can learn how to improve on itself in the future with its other manifestations. Like this beautiful planet Earth and all the other creatures that got running around on it. Or not even running at all, growing out of it. Like hairs growing in my nose. And I keep forgetting the clip. That was my experience. And that's what propelled me on my own inward journey. I'm glad it did. That's what brought me to Thailand, where I got this from a monk. Our greatest attachment. Besides the Buffalo Bills. I like the short string too. It's got a lot of attachment. Short green fella was awful kind to me that day. Had my mind so wrapped around wanting water, I couldn't appreciate the ring at the time. But it got me off that maze today. Alright, let's go check out this red clover. Grab my phone here, Jimmy. Alright. Oh, get your keys out of there. You don't want to lock them in here again. Alright. How y'all doing? Excellent. Alright, so up here, this is what we've been looking for. And I'm going to spin you around. Or now I'm going to leave you there, but I'm going to spin me around. This here, zooming out, zooming in. We got enough light. This here is a red clover. You know what? I'm going to pick you because I'm going to eat you anyways. So this here is a red clover. It's a beautiful thing. Now, it's got a lot of purposes I was reading. It helps with menopause. That don't really concern me. Gotta get out of here. I mean, it concerns me, but it doesn't bother me. Oh man, am I in a swarm of these things? But it also helps with nausea and headaches. And like I said earlier when I woke up this morning, I can't remember if I said it on this one or the other one because I keep losing my footage. But when I checked my Twitter feed, the first thing I seen, that feller, that beautiful, kind-hearted comedian, Seth Rogen, he posts something about a poor guy. He's saying get pushed out, bleeding come on his ears and milk. You know what? I was talking about that earlier. But so the red clover, I woke up and after I seen that Twitter feed, I had a headache and I felt nauseous after seeing that. So I said, well, how am I gonna make myself feel better? Might as well go out there and get me some red clover, because it helps with nausea and headaches. Along with menopause, that doesn't really affect me since I'm only 37 and I'm a man. But it's got a lot of other properties too. I don't really know them on the top of my head, so I'm just gonna read them to you. I guess I'll do that, but this is it. We found it. I'm gonna look it up here. Oh, I got another text. How was your day? Well, now that I'm out that damn maze, I'd say it's back up to about a 9. You know, I was listening to BMS. That might have taken me to a 10, because I haven't listened to BMS in quite some time, but I sure miss them. Red clover, here we go. Wikipedia. I'm gonna read it to you word for word, just so I don't get, you know what? And I'm gonna go over the top when I do this, like Sylvester Stallone in that movie we was talking about. It says right here, red clover is that's a big word. I'm gonna skip that. But it's a flowering plant that's in the bean family. I ain't no eagle. So, it's in the bean family, native to Europe. It's raining again, damn it. Let me just cut through this. Description, y'all see this, you know what it is. It is widely grown as a fodder crop, valued for its nitrogen fixation. That's what I meant to say. This makes great fertilizer, like them stinging nettle stems that I was talking about earlier in the green cream garlic soup episode, which I hope you watched. Or, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I hope, but make me feel good. So this can be used as fertilizer, really, and it's used as a green manure crop. Several cultivator groups have been selected for agricultural use, mostly derived from... Oh man, they're delicious. Wait, are these? Yeah, you can eat these. But red clover's flowers and leaves are edible and can be added to as garnishes to any dish. And it can be ground into flour. Damn, this is good. I'm gonna pick a couple more of these. Oh man, all these red clovers. Red clover, send rover on over. 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 All right, people, got me a bouquet of clovers. So it says medical uses too. Oh, and it's scent. Oh my God, that's the first time I ever smelt these things. Oh my God, that's nice. I'm gonna have to go around and pollinate all these in a moment. So, medical uses for the plants. Got traditional medicine of India. What it does is, it's an, I can't pronounce that word, so I'm gonna stumble over. It's a sedative, anti-inflammatory, which is great for your bones. Is it your bones? I don't know, I just said that. It's not. It's not great for your bones. That's not, oh, it's raining, damn it. So, I'm gonna have to do this way. Maybe I'll get in the car. Man. All right, damn it. Back in the car. The rain's just not cooperating. We're back in the car, but at least we got some clovers. I'm gonna set them here so you can look at them. Block my face. I mean, you're probably sick of looking at my face anyway, so I'll leave them there. So, it says red clover. There we go, I found me a little pocket. Red clover is promoted as a treatment for a variety of human maladies, including symptoms, well, I said menopause, coughs, that works, disorders of the lymphatic system. Are these like lymph nodes here? And a variety of cancers. Oh, I'm gonna eat all of them, man. Several systematic reviews and meta-analysis concluded the red clover extract reduces the frequency of menopause hot flashes. Most added that further research, oh, I like how they said that. Most added that further research is needed to confirm the results. You gotta do your research. Believe it or not, everybody's saying it. There is no evidence in the human trial literature that red clover has been tested for effects on the cough lymphatic system or cancer prevention treatment. Dietary amounts of red clover are safe, but dietary supplement extracts may cause rash-like reactions, muscle aches, headache, nausea, vaginal bleeding in women, and slow blood clotting. I'm just gonna roll the dice with them. Well, that's an extract, you know. I'm just eating a couple flowers here. No, it's not all concentrated. That's the word. And that time I had 3 words in my head. Consolidated and condensed were the other 2. But concentrated was the one that I really wanted to use. And I quickly chose that one out of the other 2. And I'm proud of myself that I did that. And now I'm 1 for 3 with the words. Red clover contains, I can't pronounce that word, due to its activity on estrogen receptors, well, so you get the main idea here that these things are good for you, but they taste great, and they smell so good. Oh my gosh, and they're just beautiful, and there's so many of them everywhere that I might not have to pollinate all of them. The bees will probably get most of them, but I'm going to eat all these. I'm going to eat all these. I'm going to eat this one. I'm going to eat this one in honor of my good friend Aaron Barsky, who just had his birthday yesterday. Great friend of mine. He's been there from the very beginning. We went to high school together. I'll eat this in honor of Aaron Barsky. Oh shit, I think there's a bug on that one. What is that? It's not really holding its flavor. No, it's good. No bug. That's a good one. That was good. Just got a little nervous. I gotta check for bugs. I forget to do that. You know what? I love Aaron Barsky a lot. I'm gonna eat 2 in honor of him. Oh, that's a good one. And also, hate to use the word coincidentally, today's my good buddy Mike Matass's birthday. Also known as Prime Time or 06. Used to be a super athlete back in the day. But he killed too many people on the field. Not purposely. Just gonna keep them down. That's why he don't play competitive sports no more. Took too many names. He's on his own spiritual journey. Happy birthday, Mike Matass. I'll eat this clover for you. Damn, that's good. Oh, you know what? They do taste like beans. I taste that now. They got a green bean taste to them. Damn. Wonder if I saute these in some coconut oil? Maybe make me a red clover soup. I hear somebody, but I don't see him. I think I see a woodpecker in that puddle. Now I'm eat this one for our earth. This earth is our it's our life support. It's our umbilical cord. Can't sever that. We need to get back to our natural way of living for the sake of everything. Right? I mean, we're just gonna go on pillaging, purposefully hurting and killing one another, living in fear and all its manipulations and manifestations of anger, rage, deceit. We're gonna turn into cannibals. I don't want to eat humans, I don't eat red clover, so I'm gonna eat this one for planet Earth. In honor, now they're all inside of me. I'm gonna digest those, let those become a part of me, and I'm gonna reflect on that. That's kind of how I like to live. I don't know. Some people might say it's weird. I don't care. That's just how I do. Oh, you know what though? Did want to bring something up, since we got this funny form of filming right now in my vehicle. I know I got, so I'm being honest with you, I know I got a bit of a rough exterior. Wish it wasn't like that. I ain't no WFC fighter or nothing, and I know when people see me, they tend to see a stone cold killer. Wish it wasn't like that. The truth is, deep down, a bit of a softie. If I'm insulting. Oh, there goes that woodpecker. I gotta get you on film. Gotta show some of my friend Phil Coughlin. He'll know exactly what you is. I gotta flip this around so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, dang, I lost it. What I was up to. I'm still hungry. I should get some of them clovers. Oh, but as I was saying, so I'll be honest with you people. I mean, I'm a bit of a softie, you know, and I got a little thing that I don't really tell too many people. But I guess since maybe it's the clovers I just ate, it's just opening me up for the day. Mr. Oriole talking to me. I got lost in the maze for 3 damn days. Short string got me out of there, and I'm just listening to Black Mountain Symphonies. Just got all my chakras open. Oh, that's a tick! Get off me! Was he in the clovers? Did I eat a tick? Was there a tick on the clovers? Was that what was on the first clover that I ate? Shit! Alright, let all that go, Jimmy. Come back. As I was saying, little thing I don't tell many people. Big passion of mine. Well, it's I like reading poetry. And I ain't ashamed. Actually, I'll delve a little deeper. I like deconstructing poetry to get the true essence and meaning out of it and trying to apply that into life situations and seeing how the two interrelate with one another. Because poetry is, you're trying to do the impossible. Trying to translate something, an experience, an emotion, into words that don't really mean anything at all. Just all these symbols we stamp out like sugar cookies with a cookie cutter. Some are trees, some are crucifixes, some are rabbits, I don't know. Oh, but as I was saying, so like I like to deconstruct poetry. And there's one feller here. I come across this book. Actually this is, he only got, I think this is only his book right now. It's actually like a proof. But I heard, I mean I don't know him. My feller, oh damn, it's gonna die. I'll come back to this. Alright, I'm outside the vehicle now. I don't know if we got enough light. Sun's going down. I'm standing here by some stuff that I don't even know what it is. But it's not organic. So as I was saying earlier with the whole poetry thing, I come across this book. I like it a lot. It's by this poet. It says his name here is Jimmy Wonka. I think it's a strange name. I like it. There's an association there with the Jimmys. So I can relate to him on a first name basis. The Wonka aspect, I like it because his poetry's got like a, well, if I were to deconstruct it, it's kind of a little bit like a Willy Wonka kind of poetry because he's got this, well, I want to say lovely, but he's got like more nice sentimental emotional stuff, and they got some manic stuff, just like Willy Wonka can one minute just be happy and singing, and the next minute you think he's dragging you to hell. I don't know, he's all over the place like this poet. But he got this one poem in here. Well, he's got a lot of them. He got 70 actually. Book's called Lilies for Olivia. I only know all this stuff because my good buddy Jake Gunther heard mention this name many times already. He got this recording studio called Midnight Lamp Studio. And he told me that this feller Jimmy Wonka booked a session with him and recorded all his poetry to have an audio version of his book with him. Said he was in and out in an hour, ain't saying much other than that. He didn't even remember what he looks like. I don't think anyone knows what he looks like. And they say Jimmy Wonka ain't even his real name. But he got this book. It's called Lilies for Olivia. And I guess he says in here that Olivia was his professor he had at school, Olivia Bertinoli, who changed his life, who made him write poems through the perspective of other poets so he could learn his own style. Like Seamus Heaney, Robert Frost, A.E. Housman, all these other poets. And it makes me think about when someone like picks up a guitar and starts learning other people's songs until they find their own style. So I think that's what this fella did. He's got this weird kind of all over the place style, and I guess Jake said he wrote all these poems at different parts of his life, so it's got, you can hear different voices in it too, so it's kind of like a, not necessarily chronologically put in here, but throughout his experiences you can see how he has grown and devolved. I don't know, one or the other. But this one poem I'm trying to get at, it kind of sets the tone for a lot of stuff I said. It's number 10. He got them all numbered, 1 through 70, and title. I made a lot of notes in here because I don't know, I like a lot of them, I guess. But this one in particular, it's called Attachment. And he say, the things we carry and refuse to let go lay the deeper print upon a second snow. That's real talk. I keep thinking about that poem, Attachment, that that feller Jimmy Wonka wrote. And I think that's kind of, if I were to deconstruct it the best I can, it gives me, it makes me think of like Santa Claus dragging his sack of presents through the snow to give to the kids, but not exactly. Instead of Santa Claus, it's just like everyday people, you and me. And in that sack he's dragging ain't filled with toys, per se, but like struggles. Maybe your TV, I don't know, your attachments, maybe your Ford Tacoma or your Chevy Charger, I don't know. But whatever you attach yourself with and think you identify yourself through these attachments as if they are actually the true essence of your being, which they're not. That's not preaching, that's just the truth. But it gives me this image of someone struggling through the snow with a big sack of everything that they own, and they think they need that to be drug with them wherever they go in order to be happy. But it's not. If you just let go of that bag, you let go of your attachments, be light as a feather, stiff as a board, might float all the way up to Albion. I don't know. But that feller Jimmy Wonka, I guess he's whatever, he writes himself these poems, put himself, and I guess the cover of that book's this little girl named Sage. I guess he had a hand in raising her when he was younger. He's got attachment to that, though I guess over the years he ain't stay in contact with her like he really should have. And I also heard he took that picture of her, and that's why it's so dear to him. And I guess on the other side is his grandmother with the what do they call them things? PFDs, floating devices, PFD, personal floating devices. I think I got that one right. But like she's on a ship's going down, she got to jump over, like you just got through that book and had the whole experience, and you're just like, I don't even know what to think. I think it's a ship going down. I'm going to get off it. I don't know. But it's also got a duality of youth and, well, aging. Last time I'm going to stand you up, okay? Remember that. Last time I'm going to stand you up. Once you're down for good. But I like poetry. Even, you know, I don't subscribe to many things on Twitter. Like I said, I do follow that feller, Seth Rogen. Guy's got a big heart, very funny. Heard he's into pottery too. And he likes to smoke his, well, Pat McAfee calls them vitamins. I follow him. Jim Carrey, big influence on me. Always sitting in front of the TV as a little kid watching In Living Color. Always wanted to be like Jim Carrey. Always David Alan Grier. He's funny. Jamie Foxx, oh my gosh. And old J-Lo, Jenny from the Block. She was a dancer on that show. Now everybody say just because she got all these things now and all these diamonds and she's married to that fella that played next to Derek Jeter a couple of years on the Yankees, that she ain't from the block no more. But you know what? She is. Can't hate on her just because she got all these things now, because the block is within her and she takes the block everywhere she goes. That's how she pays homage to the block. And Live in Color. Damon Wayans. Hope he's doing well. He was a very funny fella. Always made me laugh. Love that show. Oh, I'm talking about Twitter. I follow all the Buffalo Bills players that are on Twitter. But I also follow a lot of poetry journals. Ram Dass, Jack Cornfield, spiritual people. I like to follow people who got a message, people. That's redundant. I love me some poetry. I even try and write it from time to time. I ain't no good at it, but it's a good way to express my feelings. And I think everybody should really write it, because if we wrote about what's happening inside of us, we wouldn't be so damn reactive. Maybe if the big man always hugging a flag wrote himself a little poetry, everything might not be so tremendous in a Christopher Nolan movie kind of way. I don't know. Tear gassing people to take a picture of a church with a Bible. There's no sincerity there, man. How can you care about the people if you're gassing? It's a hypocritical statement, because you don't follow one word in that book. Shoot, you might just have the second coming of Jesus Christ to come down here to tell you specifically to stop using his book as propaganda for your own agenda. But still, people believe that his intentions are good, I guess. Just rambling. Damn, them red clovers was good, that's for sure. Here we go. I live on Forest Avenue. I don't know if I should have said that or not. And I'm almost home. I'm hungry. I'm gonna grill me up some steaks. Probably 4 of them. Maybe some shrimp. Yeah, thaw that pork roast, get that going in the oven. I do still have about a gallon of that green cream soup left. Polish that off. Could saute the asparagus with the zucchini and the cauliflower. That sounds like a good choice. And then those 6 salmon fillets I thought, I could grill those too. That should hold me over till about tomorrow. Well, I'm just parking now, and we got the red clovers. It's been a long, strange journey. Lost a lot of footage about Mr. Oriole and them hippo frogs. I repeated myself a lot just because I can't remember what I got on tape and what I got on not tape anymore. Hope you enjoyed the music. My throat's getting scratchy. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat me them 4 steaks. But this is Jimmy Dixon. I know I said a lot of things today. Bit of an emotional day because I seen that thing that happened in Buffalo when that police officer just pushed over that man for no reason and probably ruined the rest of his life. And he was just cleaning up. But I see these things and I just get so emotional that every individual just has so much inner work that they need to do. The more you put that off, more things are going to be on fire. More things are going to run out. more things are just going to be things. But it's all part of the Tao. So it's unfolding. It is what it is. It's up to you. You to make a difference in your own life. So that way you can make a difference in others. Anyways, don't send me no hate mail for some of the stuff I said, please. You ain't gotta listen to it or believe it. And I appreciate everybody else's point of view. Like I said. Well, this is really dragging on because my camera on the other one just died and I ain't even finished the last words I wanted to say, so I gotta have to splice that in with this. And this is just gonna become another mess. Like that trout lily episode, or no, it was the morel mushroom episode. They're all in one way or another. But, well, I'm done talking here. Just want you to know I love you. All of you. Love yourself. Love everybody else like you should love yourself. Because everybody else is experiencing and feeling the same thing you is. And if you're ever out there and you come across yourself some red clover, like we did today, 19 hours later, you go ahead and you pick that. You eat that flower. And if it don't taste like bean sprout to you, you come find me on Forest Avenue, and I'll give you permission to throw one rotten egg at my neighbor's house. Have a good one.
She's been living on the high shelf. When they come unstuck, take it away to the dark side. I wanna be your left hand man, and I love you when you're singing that song. And I got a lump in my throat 'cause you never sing the words wrong. I just gotta know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know, 'cause I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen, closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you ever seen. Oh lady, running down to the real time, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left hand. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
A whole song, Mike, just for you. Damn, dude, I think that's the best song you've written.
That was good.
Like that one? Here's another one that I wrote.
Imagine with a bucket hat.
Plus.
The gravy and the mushroom. Whew.
Merry Christmas.